Hello everyone, it's Karen here from Periwinkle Journals. I have 3 flip-throughs of junk journals to show you today. They measure about 8.5 by 21 wide, and we have 16 centimeters high and about 6.25 inches high. They're soft covered journals tied together with a sari silk, and the front cover has part of a greeting card that was painted by someone who paints with their mouth. I got the set of cards like this from the local op shop or thrift store here in Australia. We have a soft spine made with 3 layers of calico or muslin, as you call it in the States, and we have some glass bead dangles coming out from the spine. And this is what the back looks like. This is scrapbooking paper. So let's open it up. On the inside we have a flip with 2 pockets and a couple of journaling cards. I tend to use a mixture of old book pages, scrapbooking paper, coffee or avocado dyed paper, digitals and that sort of paper in my journals. And this is the first signature. Some ledger paper. This is the digital. I believe it's from Rachel in Roxy Creations. This is some old gift wrap. A couple of tags. This is just a vintage book page from an old novel. Some packing paper. This page is from a book about knitting. And you can collage on pages like this or put some coffee dyed paper on there and use it for journaling. And it follows a similar format throughout. Here's a tuck with a journal card, some coffee dyed paper. This is from an old Dutch book about gardening and different plants. This is avocado dyed paper. The middle of the signature. The other side of the pages, another journaling card. You can add to this if you want to and put butterflies and flower images, whatever you like, or just leave it like that. Tried to put a mixture of short and longer pages in there. There's plenty of scope to make this your own. You can keep all the ephemera or simply take it out and make your own. Here's a belly band. Now we're on to the second signature. I just love the colours in this book. It's bright and cheerful. And I back them with blank pages from books or coffee dyed paper or other scraps of paper. Try to recycle as much as I can. That's what I love about junk journals. You can put whatever papers in that you like, and it gives the person plenty of scope to make the book their own. If you have any questions, please leave them below in the comment section. I'm happy to get back to you anytime with any queries. I've also got a large list of people that have inspired me over the years, linked below in the description area. My work's inspired by a lot of people, So you might see some things that perhaps you feel as though you've seen it before. I don't pretend to have invented everything. My work's developed from the ideas of other people. The belly band on this side. I love to use floral images. This is from the book about knitting. This is a digital image of a butterfly. I just love this format, the way it's sort of a landscape. I hadn't tried this before and I think it turned out rather well. And you'll notice because of the fabric spine that I have on the book that it does lay very flat. And I got this idea from Wendy at Wendy's Journal Adventures. This I used some berry flavoured tea. Although it starts off red, when it's put in the oven, tends to turn a bluish colour, which I think is interesting. So you can see I've used a variety of papers throughout. There is a bit of a theme happening, mainly a botanical and colourful theme, I would say. Sometimes I use labels. This is from Tracy, and I've put here a stamp, and it's from an old rose book. I like to stitch around most of my things, so you will see a lot of stitching throughout. That's a lovely page. And we've reached the end of this journal. I'll pop it in the back. And there you are, that's the back. Here's the dangles again. And I'll just quickly flip through the main parts of the other two journals. This one also has a sari silk closure. And one of those vintage cards on the front. These are the bead dangles in this journal. And this is the back. Again, we have the same type of flip. This is from an old gardening book. There's some really lovely images to be found in gardening books. This was from a patchwork book. This is the first signature. I won't flip through all the pages. It's very similar, just slightly different colours, but similar types of journal cards, same type of pages all the way through. The side tuck there, avocado dyed paper. Another card. Really enjoyed making these journals. Oh, who am I kidding? I enjoy making all journals. I'm fairly addicted to them. If you're interested in these journals, I will have the details below in the description area to my Etsy shop. They will be for sale as soon as this video goes up. Oops, I'll have to glue that down again, must have got caught. But something as simple as an image out of a gardening book with a label and a butterfly. Looks quite effective. Let's flip through to the end. Sometimes there's a short page on the back. I think that adds interest. You could add an envelope or extend that in any way that you wish, or just leave it like it is. You could even put a little pocket inside it. This is the last signature of this one. And again, similar types of pages. I always like to leave plenty of room for journaling in my journal, so I usually have some sort of blank page in between, and I have journal cards as well. I love using postage stamps as well as fussy cut images. I'll try and think of some names for these journals. Oh, I missed a card there. I'll go back through these and make sure they've got all their journal cards. Music paper there. And, a couple of little cards there. It's a double pocket. And there we are. That's the second journal. And finally we have this one here. Let's take the sari silk off. That's the front of that journal. Bit of lace there. These are the dangles for this journal. And that's the back. Another flip. The way I made these was I found some cards that had a pocket in the front with a frame that you could put a photo in and use as a greeting card. I found this in a thrift store, and I thought, well, I could put an image in there and then create some tucks inside. If there's any detail that I haven't covered in this flip through, feel free to ask me any questions and I'll try and get back to you as soon as I can. This is a digital from Roxy Creations. Been watching Rachel for years. Similar sort of pages and journal cards. I've tried to make these journals bright and cheerful, and if you buy one, I hope you enjoy using it. I'd love to hear your feedback about these journals. This is really only my third video for YouTube, so please forgive me if I'm fumbling. I don't mean to. I'm sure I'll get better as we go along. This is the second signature. I haven't decorated all the cards and tucks and journal cards, sorry. Gives you some scope to do something with them. If you do fussy cutting, you can put something extra on the front or put a photo. That's a pretty one with the pinks and oranges and greens. Little skinny card there. If you'd like to know the names of any of the books that I use book pages from, just let me know. I'm happy to share those details with you. I can even make a video about the books that I use. Happy to do that. Sharing is half the fun, isn't it? That's the great thing about this journaling community. Everyone's willing to share and we all learn from each other. I really love it. As I say, I really am addicted to making journals. I'm sure I'm not the only one. We're getting there. And here we are, come to the end of the third journal. I hope you've enjoyed this flip through, and I'd love it if you would consider subscribing to my channel and give me a thumbs up. I'm happy to hear any constructive feedback. I love to hear what you're doing, and if you have any suggestions for improvements, please let me know, and I will have these journals in my Etsy store, Periwinkle Journals, as soon as I can. When this video's up, they'll be in the store. So thanks for watching, and thank you for your patience. I hope to see you next time. Bye for now.